Okay, today is Ask Away Wednesday, where we answer some of your top questions around data governance and data security and Alter. Today's question is, what does it mean to be enterprise-ready software? There's a lot of verbiage out there, a lot of people saying they're enterprise-ready. What do we think that it means to be enterprise-ready?
This is a good question. This is one that kind of hits home for me. We've heard, folks in the market ask that both as just a general question, but also one, maybe that is kind of meant to kind of target some of the smaller or SaaS-based companies, kind of as you think about some of the more legacy, appliance-based tools that are kind of moving into the cloud. I think enterprise ready has a few different aspects to it. One of the ones that we are very proud of here is integrations. I think you are an enterprise ready solution if you understand that the ecosystem within these large companies is vast, and tooling cannot feel like an appendage to the organization. It needs to feel like it's a part of the organization, right, Chris? So that's why, things like integrating with SIM tools, SOAR capabilities, being able to work with the rest of the data pipeline. I think that's very, very important. From an enterprise ready perspective, I think there's a lot of business, type of practices that you have, right? I mean, you and your organization on the engineering side, we get 1,000 questionnaires from some of our large enterprise customers. If you are not built and ready to handle those types of questions and questionnaires, they'll be very difficult for you to do that, right? That's both certifications, it's process, it's those types of things. And I also think that enterprise ready also means being able to meet the enterprise where it is today. And that means that if they're only trying to do a small amount of data governance work, enterprise ready should be able to work with them on that small project. If they just want to try one or two small data focused projects and you want to sell them software that costs $100,000 or $200,000, I don't think that makes you enterprise ready. I think that makes you, in fact, the opposite of enterprise ready. It means the enterprise can't consume you.
Correct. I think there's also this notion out there where if you have certain things, you're not enterprise ready. Like if you have a great user interface that's easy to use, people might think that you're not enterprise ready. And I violently disagree with that notion. If you have a free plan, there's no possible way that you could start free and grow.
Yeah, how dare you have a free plan?
The enterprise scale. And we just need to disavow the world of that notion completely. One of the greatest examples of this is like PagerDuty. Everybody uses PagerDuty to wake people up in the middle of the night, and they have a free plan and they service organizations of all sizes. And so just the notion that if you have certain things, there's no possible way you could be enterprise ready is just patently false.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. There's certain characteristics that make you enterprise ready. And then, the perceived notion is there are certain characteristics that make you not enterprise ready. And that's really silly. One that we didn't touch on that obviously I think everybody just kind of knows is just scale. Whether you're going to have hundreds or thousands of users accessing, your console or running millions of database, queries to your governance and security layer, being a highly available SaaS platform that can scale with usage. I think that's an example of being enterprise ready. If you can immediately go from 0 to 1 million requests per second, I would say you're not enterprise ready. And thankfully, Chris and his team did a really good job of making that kind of our base case usage.
Yep, that is something that we've contemplated since day one. It's actually, I would say, it's in our DNA. So yep. We hope that answered the question. Tune in next week for answers to more questions. If you have a particular question you want to have answered, go ahead and just drop it in the comments, and we'll try to get to it.